Yo, what's up, MG fam? It's your boy McGruff, and we're back, baby, with the Prairie Dynasty here on College Hoops 2K8. Hey, you guys saw the last video in this series. We lost to Alabama A&M in the first round of the conference tournament. Hey, but we took it a step farther than we did the first season. We made it to the conference tournament, and we ended up with a 6th seed. So we only can improve from here. So we're going to simulate the rest of the conference tournament, and then we're going to get into the offseason. We're also going to simulate the NCAA tournament as well. So let's get to it. So following the first round of games, you can see Texas Southern took care of Alcorn State 72-71. Jackson State took care of Southern 89-57. And Prairie View, ourselves, lost to Alabama A&M 76-70. And Grambling lost by 21 points to Alabama State. So the second round matchups are Texas Southern versus Jackson State, Alabama A&M versus Alabama State. So let's see who will win this round of games. So Texas Southern, the conference best team, ended up taking out Jackson State 71-66. That's a pretty nice game. And Alabama A&M almost beat Alabama State. That was a rivalry game in the second round. I know that crowd was jumping. So they lost by 3 points. So the championship game has Texas Southern facing Alabama State, the number 1 seed versus the number 2 seed. And Texas Southern, the conference best team, ended up taking the cake 73-65 against Alabama State. A pretty competitive game, and Texas Southern won this year's conference tournament and the regular season conference championship. Last year, Southern won both of those, so we have a new winner each year so far. So let's see if we can get it next year. So next, we're going to briefly go through Selection Sunday. We're just going to focus on the top teams in this year's tournament. So the top team right here before the NCAA tournament is Duke. Baylor only lost 2 games. It's number 2, so I'm not sure. Maybe Duke got the most talented team. Even though Baylor is not the top team in the nation, they will represent the East Regional with the number 1 seed this year. Then Duke, the number 1 seed in the South Regional. Then there's Providence, the number 1 seed in the Midwest region. And USC, the Trojans, got the West Regional number 1 seed. And after simulating the whole NCAA tournament, Duke ended up being in the national championship game, but falling to Arizona. They were a 2 seed, and Duke and Baylor, the top 2 teams, made it to the Final Four. When the last time we saw something like that? But UCLA snuck in there, 6th seed. They were the surprise, and Arizona took the whole thing. This Arizona team was rated 91 overall. They won 30 games, lost 7. They were 13-5 in the conference. Their best player was a freshman redshirt in Smith, a small forward. So that guy may return. You never know. He might be one and done. But they also have another talented freshman in Comer. And the player of the year this year goes to Rodney Bullock from Providence. The kid averaged 32 points per game, 8.2 rebounds per game, and almost 2 steals per game. The mid-major player of the year is DeMontis Sabonis from Gonzaga, 29.5 points per game, 8.1 rebounds. And the coach of the year goes to the national champion coach himself, Sean Miller. At this moment, Sean Miller has 839 wins and almost 300 losses. That's his 2nd national championship before the age of 60. And the defensive player of the year ended up being Moses Kingsley from Arkansas. Freshman of the year goes to Ata from St. Francis. And on to our conference. The conference champ, you guys know, is Texas Southern. Ended up being 23-12, 14-4 in the conference. Their top player was the junior Griffin. He may return. I believe he's coming back, so he might end up being the highest rated player in our conference. The conference player of the year, surprisingly, is Traylon Banks from Southern. He's a senior, averaged 16.7 points per game at the point guard position, 6 rebounds at point guard, and only 3.4 assists. And the conference freshman of the year goes to our best player so far, Wang Nguyen. He averaged 12.4 points per game, 7.6 rebounds, and I believe he's going to be a 15-10 guy this year coming up. And here's your first team all-conference, led by Banks, Blanks, Houston, Griffin, and Tillman. And second team all-conference, we had one guy, Wang Nguyen. Him and Step from Mississippi Valley State ended up being the 2 freshmen selected on the all-conference team. And the freshman all-conference team, man, we have 4 out of 5 slots. Yo, you know we started 5 freshmen this year, so you know we were ready to take this whole lineup if we could. Martin, Cam, and Step from Mississippi Valley State again. Val is in there, and Wynn rounds out the freshman all-conference team. So take a look at our graduating seniors and a few transfers. Johnson, our best overall player that's leaving. The point guard, you know, he's a defensive gnat. And we lost Williams. And Bellinger graduated. Hamilton, he left the team. Wilson also left the team. And Giddens, he will graduate. And look what we have here, guys. We have some transfers coming in. They won't get to play this upcoming season, but the following season, they should help us out a lot. So both of these guys are juniors. So we will only have them for 1 year. So Dante Thomas comes from Bradley University. Kid came all the way from Champaign, Illinois. He'll come on down to be a small forward for us. The kid is 6'8", 215. Hey man, we can always use that length at the small forward position. And we also will bring in Shaq Calhoun. He's coming from South Alabama. He's originally from Albany, Georgia. And he's a 68 overall, 6'4", 209, a junior shooting guard. Hey, hopefully he can drain some threes for us. And speaking of transfers, the best transfer this year to change schools is Justin Coleman. He comes from Alabama, and he will be playing at Alabama A&M. Hey, I understand if you're not getting playing time, why not go to the lesser school, hey, and show those guys what you're worth. He's 5'10", 166. He's a junior, so he'll only have 1 year eligibility there. And we got some pretty decent recruits on our board this year. Last year, we went across seas to recruit a lot of international players to build a foundation. And this year, we're going to stay in state and try to build in America. So we were able to sign Trevor Holden in the season, a center, 6'9", 242. He's a top 500 player. He's a top 30 center. Hey, and we're going to look to improve this guy. He has some pretty good upside. His potential is an 8. And we lost Damian Gord to Texas Southern, man. These guys are causing issues for us already. All right, so our starting lineup this year will be the same as last year. Mitch Martin starting at point guard for us. Cam going to be starting at shooting guard. Crab will get his starting role back again at small forward. Val at power forward. And Wynn is at center. So our 6th man this year will for sure be Holden, man. We're going to have him come in and relieve my boy Wynn. You know Wynn doesn't play defense. And this kid Holden, hey, he's a defensive stopper down there in the low post. We'll also have 2 freshmen in the lineup this year. We got Samuel, a shooting guard that we signed. He was a 2-star kid. He comes in as a 54 overall. He's going to get some burn this year. And we also had a small forward in Wellis. He's a 49 overall, but he has some length on it. The kid is like 6'10". And speaking of recruiting, we're going to take a look at what we are targeting so far going into this year. We got Pell, a center that we've been recruiting last year. We've been recruiting this kid since he was like a junior or sophomore in high school. He's 6'11", 258. He don't have us high on his board, but we're going to continue to try to sway this kid. And Pitta, a point guard. He's a 2-star. Largent, a shooting guard, junior. He's a 2-star. And we also going to keep our eyes on Prairie, another point guard. He's a 2-star. So right now, we're going to get into the Midnight Madness game, baby. This is the moment where we'll get to scout our new talent, and you guys will get to see the transfer guys get some burn. Even though they won't play this year, they'll get to play in the Midnight Madness game. So let's get to it. So you got the starting lineup. You got Mitch Martin facing Samuel. Calhoun going up against Cameron. Thomas facing Crab. Moore going up against Val. And Holden, the freshman, versus the sophomore Wynn. So now let's get to it, baby. It's time to see what Prairie View will look like this upcoming season. All right, so we're here at Will Nick's building. The crowd is not as empty as it used to be, man. These fans are buying in, so let's get to it. So up top, man, you got a jumper from the Brown team, and they missed the first shot of the game. And Wynn pulls a jumper himself, man. Wynn trying to shoot middies this year, man. We can't do that. So they go to transfer kid with the big fro. Oh, up and under, playing my boy Crab, and he gets the first basket of the game. All right, and Crab kicks that one over to Val. All right, so Val got a mid-range game this year. We're going to look to execute that all year long. And the big boy with the fro, hey, he not going to play this year, but we can see the kid has some determination. And look at Cam with his foot on the line, knocks down a jumper. So the thing been neck to neck here in the first half. So Cam is back in the corner once again, sizing up, a size difference there. And look at Crab pulls a jumper, and he knocks down a 3. All right, Mitch. You know Mitch can pull threes, baby. And he bangs in one himself. So the white team is pulling away a little bit. So that is my boy Otway. He got a three-pointer. So we got 2 point guards that can shoot threes this year. And they go Crab again with another jumper, man. Crab can spot up and knock him down. And check this out. All right, they're going to give him all the room in the world. He's just going to take it. He couldn't even believe it. That boy Vargas, he's a walk-on. And they go another jumper from Otway. Man, Otway, he's money from downtown. And they go Mitch. Kicks that one down to Winning. Oh, yeah, Win loves to use his size, baby. All right, so Mitch kicks that one to Crab. Crab pumps fake. That guy has some IQ. Still in the first half. Cam got it up top. Look at Win. They found him down bottom, but it's going to be a foul. And my boy Win, hey, he looking good. So fast forward to the second half. Things got kind of out of hand. The white team is leading. But look at the transfer kid, Samuel. That's his 5th point. And Crab is going to answer back with a jumper of his own, and it goes in. Crab has 13. All right, watch this little post game. Oh, Fader. Looking like Kobe down there. All right, so my boy Thomas got 21. Oh, caught Thomas slipping, and look at Crab to the rack, baby. That's what he does. That's 15 for my boy. And Cam kicks that one down to Win, and hey, you can't do anything with my boy Win down there. So 40 seconds left. He gonna kick that one down to Val, man. They were killing these guys inside all game long. So the brown team couldn't keep up with the white team. You know, most of the talent was on the white team side, but the brown team stayed in this one a long time. The white team shot 51%. The brown team shot 36%. The white team almost hit 30% of their three-pointers. The brown team only 17%. The brown team shot 81% from the free throw line, while the white team shot 73%. Both teams were very careful with the ball. Only 3 turnovers from both. And rebounds, the white team took over, man. You got Win on your side. You know that's a guaranteed 10. And the leading scorer for the white team was Win. 18 points, 10 rebounds, shot 8 for 11 on the floor. And Cam had 17 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, man. Cam distributed the ball better than my boy Mitch Martin. And Crab had 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Mitch only had 8 points, 4 assists. He shot 2 for 7, man. So Mitch, he's kind of inconsistent when it comes to scoring. And Val had 6 points and 11 rebounds, and he shot 3 for 5. And the only person to score off the bench was Vargas, the walk-on. He had 6 points. And on the brown team side, man, the transfer kids, hey, they took over. Everybody else just fell in line. So Thomas, he shot 14 shots, hit 6 of them. He ended up with 21 points. 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Hey, he a stat sheet stuffer. We can already see that. And Calhoun had 13 points, only 1 rebound and 1 assist. Otway surprised me, man. He knocked down 2 3-pointers. He had 6 points. And Samuel, the freshman, 6 points, 1 rebound, and 4 assists. And Holden, the freshman that you guys will see most of, had 5 points and 11 rebounds. So he kind of struggled shooting 2 for 8 from the floor. But when you're going up against Win, man, them big boys, hey, it's hard to get some baskets. But I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Hit that like button and notification bell. Hey, and subscribe to the channel, baby. Season 3 is coming at your head. We're going to be out here. We're going to try to get the conference championship this year. We're going to try to punch our ticket to the NCAA tournament. And we're ready to get it going. I'll see you guys next episode. Hold it down. It's your boy McGruff. We out of here, baby. Let's get it.